It's hard to believe it was about 35 years ago when I wrote my first song. I was about 14 years old, and so it wasn't about 35 years ago, it was over 35 years ago. And I've often shared about my dad. You know, my dad left when we were young. He left myself, my little sister, and my brother with my mom who raised us. And, he just kind of took off, and he'd show up every once in a while. And I remember there were times he just wouldn't show up. You know, we'd be sitting there waiting for Dad. I remember one time just sitting on the porch waiting for my dad. And he was going to come, and Mom told, we're all ready for him. And finally, Mom just kind of came out and got us and said, Dad's not coming. It was just that kind of thing. Sometimes he was there and sometimes he wasn't. Sometimes we'd see him and he'd take us to the Old Town Mall or down to the Pike at the pier and to ride the roller coasters. And I have a lot of good memories of my father, but not a lot of memories. And anyway, here's a picture of him. This is they called him Gray Boy or Cowboy. This was him right before he passed. I called him Dad. And, in an odd way, Dad was always my hero. And anyway, he bought me a guitar when I was about 14 for my birthday when I went and visited him in Bakersfield. And then I didn't see him for about another 3 years. He was visiting at my grandparents', and he was at their bar. And I went to go see him. And so I walk into the bar, and he's there with his girlfriend. And it was kind of interesting. He introduced his girlfriend to me, and he says, "Hey, son, I want you to meet Short Ribs." And so it's kind of funny. He introduced me to his girlfriend as Short Ribs. She was nice and everything, but I never knew her real name until recently. My sister had told me it was Terry. But I remember her as Short Ribs, and nice lady. And we were sitting in the bar, and my dad said, "Well, son, did you ever learn how to play that guitar I bought you?" And I said, "Yeah, I did. As a matter of fact, I have it here, and I wrote you a song." And he said, "Oh, well, go get it." So I go out to the car to get my guitar, and as I'm getting my guitar, he's telling everybody in the bar, and there was a few people there, quite a few, and he's saying, "My son wrote me a song, and he's going to come in and play it." And so here it is. Dad, I wrote this song for you to tell you my life through and through. You left us a taught, no advice for my future. Feel like a frame that may paint my picture. Said, "Rambling Dad, won't you come home? Come home to the place where you belong." I said, "Rambling Dad, won't you come home? Take care of Mother so she ain't alone." Time goes by and I'm getting high. Your darling young daughter, she's now dating guys. Oh, I miss good times place where you belong. I said, rambling Dad, won't you come home? Take care of Mother so she ain't alone. Dad, I wrote this song for you. Well, when I finished that song, there wasn't a dry eye in the bar. I remember Grandma was crying, and well, Short Ribs, she slapped my dad and called him a name. And my dad, he just looked at me and he said, son, if you wrote me another song, please don't play it.